Hello, hello, hello. Today we're going to be talking about the best doctor for you. And who is that? Well, when I was in school, we were told that doctors never heal anyone and that the body actually heals itself from above down, inside out. All that doctors do is give a stimulus to that healing, whether it's medication, lifestyle changes, whatever their methods are. So 30 years later, I have now observed many times in myself and my patients that that is exactly what happens. So when the nervous system is functioning optimally and our body is functioning optimally, we are aligned, and we're aligned from above down, inside out. You know what? Most pain and symptoms disappear. So I have always believed that in finding alternatives to medication, and I now realize that there are two sides to this. One, that our lifestyle can contribute to destruction of our body and mind, but it also can contribute to enhancement and healing. So I first recognized the destructive power of my own body by what I ate, and especially eating sugar and simple carbs, which was definitely an addiction of mine. And this began my first year in psychology class when we read the book Sugar Blues that was written by William Duffy. And I know I'm dating myself because it was quite a while ago. But in this book, Duffy implicates sucrose as being a contributor to a variety of mental illnesses, especially such as depression, schizophrenia, addiction, and alcoholism that he blamed on eating too much sugar. So this information and my dietary changes at that time profoundly altered my life, and I finally stopped getting infections and illnesses constantly that I had been taking antibiotics for. And then I went, 30, 40 years without any antibiotics after that, stopping eating sugar. So, it was a big, big change for me. Now I find that it's also implicated in hormonal imbalance. I'm working with menopausal women, and I see that the same toxic sugar and simple carbs are causing tremendous hormonal imbalance. And it can even lead estrogen that is in the body to become toxic to breast tissue. This is one of the reasons that giving estrogen can be potentially damaging, is because if it is broken down in a certain pathway that it tends to do when we eat too much simple sugar, it can actually be toxic and potentially cause breast cancer. Of course, it's not always that, but it is a very important factor that is really not discussed nearly enough. And it's also implicated in altering our adrenal function and cortisol production. And that's really important because the adrenals are supposed to take over for us when our ovaries shut down. So if the adrenal function is affected by that, then we're not getting enough estrogen, and we're also producing probably too much cortisol. So, and it also is an important factor in bone loss in women. And the list of the things that it does really goes on and on. So the first step in our healing process is that we need to learn what lifestyle changes we need to make. And I just gave you one example. So today's science has proven these assertions about sugar, but yet very few in the medical profession make any mention of this to their patients. So given that this book came out so long ago, it's pretty amazing that there's been so much physical and emotional suffering caused by this one molecule. So I've been determined that we can find nutraceuticals and herbal medicines to actually restore the normal functioning of our body when we have been doing damage. So for almost every medication illness, condition, and imbalance, there is some type of nutritional, herbal, or homeopathic remedy that can encourage our own body to heal itself. And we even have an entire pharmaceutical production plant in our own body, in our brain. So Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this extensively and has done research with his meditation groups and clients. And he's demonstrated that the body can and does produce its own medication. So an example is that in meditation you are able to produce opiates and dopamine, which is something they have actually measured in regular meditators, that there's a change and an enhancement and increase in those, and those are feel-good biochemicals. And that's why meditation and breathing techniques are now taught to soldiers that have PTSD, because they actually have better results with meditation and breathing without medication than traditional psychotherapy, and able to do it without side effects. So, and meditation also helps people with drug addictions for the very same reasons. So how does this work? So the mind-body-spirit alignment is what promotes healing. When we are aligned, our highest potential for healing and spiritual experience really expands. And to do that, we have to actually connect. And our conscious, our past, our training, our socialization, all of those things really tend to block our ability to contact our higher self, our God, or whatever you call it, that spiritual part of us, because we are a mind, a body, and a spirit. And when we are aligned, we have the ability to do this healing. So to summarize, firstly, we have the power to both destroy and preserve our own body and mind. And I gave that example. Secondly, through meditation and other healing modalities, we have the potential to heal ourselves. And thirdly, our earth provides healing substances that can greatly enhance our own healing capacity. So the next time you go to open a medicine bottle, think again and consider what other options you have. So if you liked our video today, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you are a woman in menopause plus age and you want to reverse your age and you want a holistic personalized care plan to relieve all your symptoms and help you move forward, reverse your age, we would love to talk to you. Please join our new community, the Natural Menopause Anti-Aging Club community. Just click the link in the description and you can get started. Namaste.